The best player in the NFL?
If I had to name one, Mahomes.
There's a lot of guys that come to mind, but Mahomes is different.
A magician, the way he throw the ball, how he sling it.
This is our moment. Everything we've been through is for this moment. Everything you got, every single play, and let's find a way to win a football game.
Mahomes is going to run at 30-yard line, 25-20. Mahomes inside the 15. Play action fake, right side throw, touchdown! Kansas City!
The microcosm of our whole season. I'm just proud of the guys. They kept believing, and I'm proud of the coaches for calling up those plays. They got us some touchdowns there at the end.
In this video, we will be talking about when Patrick Mahomes completely embarrassed an NFL defense in just his third career start, making NFL history in the process.
Mahomes gonna run for it, diving for the pylon, and Patrick Mahomes has his first career NFL touchdown.
Before he had multiple MVPs, 3 Super Bowl rings, and was being touted as the next GOAT, Mahomes was in the same position that Kenny Pickett is in right now, riding the bench. However, this was the perfect plan for Mahomes. As a quarterback in college, Mahomes lit up the stat sheet. He led the FBS in passing yards per game in his sophomore and junior years. He had one of the best arms many scouts had ever seen, the size to play NFL quarterback, and got progressively better throughout his college career.
Mahomes pulls, has a block from Reed, has a Texas. He'll just uncork it into the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Tech! Throwing towards the end zone. What a snap! Mahomes flushed out. Wow, nice move. First down, touchdown. Mahomes scanning. Now he tucks it. There he goes. Mahomes, touchdown!
Going into the draft, Mahomes was guaranteed to be a first-round pick. Many had him being taken between picks 10 and 20, with the Arizona Cardinals being a popular destination. The New Orleans Saints also loved the Texas Tech QB as well, and were just mere seconds away from making him their new franchise guy.
I remember doing him in college. He was outstanding. Then we go out on the field, we throw, we work out. He reminded me of Favre. And I remember when we finished, I said, look, we're going right to the plane. We're not stopping anywhere. No one knows we were here. That's our next quarterback. Flash forward to the draft. We're picking at 11. And here we go, 10's on the clock, and those 2 players, we know we're going to get Mahomes or Lattimore. Buffalo's at 10. There's been a trade. The Chiefs climb into 10, and I turned to the room and I said, here goes Mahomes. And we took Marshawn Lattimore. But he was the best that I've ever evaluated coming out of college.
But instead, Kansas City traded up 18 picks to snag the QB.
With the 10th pick in the 2017 NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Patrick Mahomes, the second quarterback.
And with Alex Smith on the roster as the starter, Mahomes was designated as QB2 for his rookie season, which made sense. While he still could have been a great QB as a rookie, letting Mahomes sit for a year allowed him to study from an established QB, take reps against an NFL defense, and allowed himself to develop just a little bit more. He even got a shot at starting the Week 17 game and what would be a less than stellar performance. Following the Chiefs' loss in the wildcard round that year, the team then moved on from Alex Smith that offseason, officially making Mahomes the new starting quarterback for the team. And the projections for how him and the team would do were not good at all.
Answer this for me. When I hear words about Pat Mahomes, these are the words I hear. Undisciplined, lacking fundamentals, immature. These are things you hear about him. Pat Mahomes is the anti-Alex Smith. What kind of message does that send that Kansas City locker room specifically to Alex Smith? He just watched his coach essentially draft someone who is the exact opposite of him.
If you're the Chiefs and you're that close, why are you drafting a quarterback? Why are you trading up to draft a quarterback that doesn't just have bad footwork, has no footwork?
Many thought of the Chiefs as a mediocre team going into the season, with their ceiling being 10 wins at best.
He is one of those guys who, from what I've been told, has taken on the leadership role very seriously. He's letting his performance speak for itself first, because you know that's what gives you credit in the locker room.
Okay.
I think he is going to take this league by storm.
Right after the NFL season had ended and we're getting towards combine time and I'm evaluating quarterbacks, I'm going, okay, here we go at the combine. I got to catch up on the draft. What the hell's going on? Who are the guys? And Mahomes was one of the first guys I turned on. I went on to Bleacher Report and broke him down and we had a little video of his highlights, and I said, this guy's special. Like, this is Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre type special. And I even had then NFL coach friends like, oh, you're crazy. It's Texas Tech. It's not, he's not ready to play in the NFL. And I was going, man, this is not the same old Texas Tech. This is not like he's throwing 10 bubble screens and has 100 yards off the bubble screen that he hasn't thrown. This was him making the system. It was him making big time throws.
And a lot of them predicted the Chiefs not even winning their division or even making the playoffs. Everyone also thought that Mahomes was going to be pretty mid in his first full season starting, with some questioning if he had the ability to run an NFL offense. So in week 1, when they took down the division rival Chargers 38-28, with Mahomes throwing 4 touchdowns and a passer rating of 127.5.
Spent 11 years pitching in the major leagues. Oh, the sling to Tyreek Hill, and look out! Tyreek Hill, game-breaking speed, touchdown! Mahomes has the time, delivers perfectly downfield. Anthony Sherman.
It started to silence the critics a little bit.
He has a big arm. Plenty of guys have big arms. It doesn't necessarily translate. But you have to look at the system that he's in. You look at what he has around him. But I think the most important thing that he got an opportunity to do, he had an opportunity to sit, wait, and learn.
The next week is what really turned the page on Mahomes, because against the Steelers, who had a top 10 defense the year prior, he made them look absolutely silly.
Former Dolphin, Mahomes, cannon, touchdown, Chris Conley to Mahomes. Mahomes looking downfield, fires, Travis Kelce. Mahomes swings it to the outside, Hunt. Mahomes looks over the middle, open man, Travis Kelce. Mahomes throws it back in the end zone.
Those are passing yards for Pat Mahomes. So we know what he can do vertically down the field with that big arm. But man, you get some of these baked into the game plan as well. It's a lot to deal with for any defense.
6 touchdowns, 326 passing yards, an 82.14 completion percentage, and a near perfect passer rating. His 10 passing touchdowns through his first 3 games of his career set an NFL record. After that game, it was clear that Patrick Mahomes had arrived in the NFL, and he was quickly going to become one of the league's best quarterbacks. That game would start a stretch that saw the Chiefs and Mahomes completely exceed their expectations, going 12-4 and making it all the way to the AFC Championship game, which they were extremely close to winning. Mahomes also went on a historical run, becoming just the 7th QB to ever throw for 5,000 yards in a season, and just the 3rd to throw for 50 touchdowns in the season. His performance earned him the MVP award for the 2018 season.
And the 2018 AP Most Valuable Player is Patrick Mahomes!
In what would be the start to the next GOAT's career in the NFL.